Okay, so what we left off was when Naruto beat up the boys who was messing with Hinata. He didn't get beat up this time. And when he first starts the academy. Okay, so now the academy is started. Which means the Uchiha Massacre. I hate for it to happen, but it's just plot. It's double plot. Like, you have to have it. Unless, like, Minato he still survived, because that's pretty much the only way the village wasn't going to do that. So, but, like, in this one, Naruto and Sasuke got that bond. Like, they brothers type thing. You feel me? And then, I'm going to use that word a lot. Like, they have, like, a brotherly bond. So, Naruto's, like, the only person who Sasuke will be, like, who actually talk to him, don't be like, you loser, stop talking to me, you're annoying. And then Naruto really feel bad for Sasuke. So, he asked Kakashi to, adopt Sasuke. Not adopt him, but let him move in. And then Naruto begged Sasuke for weeks and weeks. Sasuke finally says, yes, I'll come. So now it's Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, and Uncle. Because if I didn't, I'm going to state it now. Kakashi has married Uncle. And Naruto is Kakashi's blood son. He looks like the picture except for he's in Kakashi's old outfit. And he has white hair with no whiskers. I'm going to try to find a picture of it, and I might use it in my next what if, but I'm just going to have to try to see if I can find it. Okay, so, as we said, Naruto has all 5 chakra natures, he's strongest in wind, this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so Sasuke, he finds out he has lightning affinity earlier than in canon. So, what Kakashi does, he teaches Sasuke the lightning bullet and the lightning stream. He also teaches him the fireball and the great fire. Well, he already knew the fireball, so we're going to tell him to teach him the great fireball and the Phoenix Fire Jutsu. But the Phoenix Fire Jutsu is going to be after they graduate. But, as I said, Sasuke graduated 3 years early. After his first year, he was already graduated. So, he taught him the Phoenix Fire Jutsu, basically. And Sasuke has 2 affinities. Naruto has 5. So, basically, they're on Kakashi's team now. Both of them are Genins very early. Like, Naruto passed before he even went to the academy, and Sasuke passed on the first part of the year. So, basically, they're just OP. And then, since they're OP, I'm going to have to make the third person on the team OP. And no, please no. Sakura is not on their team. She's complete garbage. I hope y'all know this. I hate Sakura. I kind of liked the Sakura a little bit more when she was actually useful, but it was too late. Like, the regular Naruto, before Shippuden, she was just straight garbage. Like, all she had was, like, 3 genjutsus, and she didn't have nothing else. So, the third person on the team is not going to be a girl. It's going to be Menma. Because as I said, Minato and Kushina already had another son, Menma. So, Menma is actually better than Naruto because he had better chakra control. That's the only thing Naruto was really messed up on. So he can actually make a clone. And we're gonna say Menma is like sort of it's not like a prodigy, but he's like halfway there. So he passes in his 3rd year. So he's on a team with Kakashi, Naruto, and Sasuke. Even though the team's gonna eventually be like mega OP, we're gonna say for now that Naruto, he's high Chunin. Sasuke is mid to low Chunin, and Menma is high Genin right now. So they're already a team of 3, but they're like, they already know it's gonna be them 3, but it's not like in the books basically. But Kakashi thought it was weird that they didn't have a Kunoichi on their team, but the Hokage recommended it because you have a prodigy and a Hatake, which is Naruto. You have a prodigy of the Uchiha, and then you have the Jinchuriki. So that's pretty much going to be an overpowered team. But let's get to the Bell test. So after all 3 of them, they were already getting pretty much. So, if I said Naruto was a Chunin in the last video, I'm sorry, he's not going to be a Chunin until he turns 8. Not 8, but till he turns, well, yeah, he's already a Chunin. He's a Chunin when he turns 12 at the end of the academy, basically. So he doesn't have to take the Chunin exams, but he will with his team because you know they're getting in and stuff. So he's gonna tell them to revoke his rank and all that sweet little stuff. And like now we're gonna get into the they do like 100 missions, which is cause they have 2 prodigies and somebody who's like half prodigy, not like an OP prodigy like Sasuke was in canon. He's like a prodigy, like he's like very smart, basically what I'm trying to say. So they complete double the mission, well triple the missions in canon. I don't know how many missions. I think they complete like 20. So I'm gonna say they complete about 50 or 60 missions in about a week or 2. So now they're gonna get mad. They're gonna be like, we deserve better missions. And then that's when the Hokage says, okay, I'm gonna give you a mission with Tazuna. Now I know Tazuna, bro. He's just drunk. So he come in there and then Naruto and Sasuke like, wow, bro, we have a drunk. And then Mem was like, at least we got a mission. And they're like, bro, you're too optimistic. And then he comes in, he's like, and then Menma, all 3 of them are the same height. And Naruto is a bit more built, like stronger. Sasuke looked like the fast one, Menma looked like the smart one. So he's like, why do we have a scrawny kid and 2 other younger? Basically, like, all of these are babies. They're basically little kids. And one of them is scrawny. He talking about Menma, because Menma, he's not that, like, in a physical department. He's like Naruto. It's up a little taller. And then Naruto and Sasuke, they're like, well, Naruto is pretty much the physically strongest, and Sasuke is physically the fastest. So he's like, oh, these 2 are still small, and I don't think they can really rescue me, but they look like the best out of the 3. And then Mem was like, well, what you want to do about that? So, and then he just like, you want to go? And then the man's like, oh, I was just kidding. Because, you know, this man, he's scary, bro. He's not a ninja at all. And then Kakashi like, please don't underestimate my team because my team is already strong. 2 of them are already mid to high Chunin level, and one of them is already low Chunin to high Genin level. So they're actually pretty strong. And then on their way there, oh yeah, and I forgot to mention with training with Kakashi, Sasuke has 2 Tomoe in each because 2 in 1 kind of looks weird. So I'm gonna say he has 2 in both because yeah, he's did harder training at a younger age instead of like light sparring with it's way harder than Itachi's training and stuff. So Naruto, Kakashi, and Sasuke see the portal. All 3 of them, they're like, everybody. And then Naruto and Sasuke just talking and stuff. Mema he's like, bro, where are the people I can fight? Because, you know, he's like Naruto. And then both of them notice the portal. He's like, Sasuke, look at that portal. And Sasuke like, oh, I get you. And then Kakashi, he's like, oh, there go the portal. And then Sasuke and Naruto both throw kunai and shuriken at the portal. And then the 2 demon brothers jump out. You know, Kakashi pretend he's dead, the whole thing. And then Sasuke and Naruto freaking clobber him. And then Mem was just shaking like how Naruto was. And they're like, what's up, scaredy cat? You know, pulling the Sasuke line. And then they go a little bit farther. And then Naruto sees the white rabbit. Well, he don't see the white rabbit. He sees something moving in the bushes. Then he throws the kunai. He sees white rabbit and Sasuke. But then Sasuke's like, white rabbit? It's the middle of spring. And then Kakashi said, that's a substitution rabbit. Everybody duck. And then Naruto, he's trying to show off. He tried to jump up and catch it. But luckily, Kakashi swept him off his feet and made him fall. Showing that Naruto, he like Kakashi, except he's a little more cocky. So, then Zabuza stands on top of the blade. He's like, what's up? So he's basically like, what's up? Give me Tazuna or die, basically. And then Kakashi's like, I got him. And he's like, can I help that? And then he's like, are you sure you can handle this? Because I don't want you to get hurt. He's like, yeah, Dad, I won't try to go up him head up, but I'll try to help you, give you support. Then Kakashi's like, all right, let's go. And then, already at first, Zabuza and Kakashi evenly matched. And then when Naruto just shooting bullet jutsus from the background, and then sneaking him, and then he just shooting different bullets, wind bullet, fire bullet, and then Zabuza's like, what? He already knows 2 nature releases, and then he shoot the rest of the 3 nature releases bullets. And he's like, whoa, he's a prodigy. So he's like, I'm gonna have to take him out real quick before I fight Kakashi. Kakashi sees him trying to go after Naruto. He straight pull out the Chidori and is like, no, Chidori, 1,000 birds. And then he just come up and about to hit Zabuza. And he ends up hitting Haku. So Haku's gonna die way earlier. Well, she's not gonna die, but she got hit really badly. She got hit in the arm. Boom. She got hit in her arm. And he said, Zabuza, run. Well, he said, Zabuza, run. And then him and Zabuza took off. Kakashi had pulled out his Sharingan. It strained a little bit, but he didn't do like the Kamui and stuff. So he's not that tired out. So he need like 2 to 3 hours of sleep. So when he wake back up, he tells everybody to do chakra training. Minima is the only one who needs to do the tree walking. But Sasuke and Naruto already know how to do tree walking, and they know how to do water walking a little bit. They just have to perfect it. So Minima takes 1 day to do chakra training because, again, he has better chakra control. Then, while Sasuke and Naruto master water walking, then Minima has to do the water walking by himself. Him and Kakashi just stay out there and do water walk. He just tells Sasuke and Naruto to do taijutsu training. So after they're doing their little taijutsu training and stuff, they get tired out. Sasuke, I'm going in the house real quick. Naruto's like, I'm gonna be in the woods. You know, like the little place where Naruto went. He was just laying down because, you know, he was tired. And then he ended up meeting Haku. And then he sees Haku like with a little cast wrapped around his arm because of the fight, because of the hit that he got sustained from Kakashi. So now Haku is like, and then Haku is like, do you have people who you have to fight for? That's after when he says like, why are you out here training so hard? Then Naruto's like, because I want to get stronger. Then he's like, do you have somebody you want to fight for? Then he said, my dad and my mom and my friends. He said, that means you have true strength. And then Naruto's like, thank you. And then he's like, you're pretty. And he's like, I'm a boy. And then I was like, what? And then, you know, that was our dreams, our hopes crushed. So he was like, I'm a boy. And he said, I'll see you later. So then he walked off. And then I was like, that scar looks familiar. And his voice sounds familiar. And he's like, well, never mind. He goes back in the house. And then they take shifts training and guarding Tazuna. So everybody pretty much gotten a little stronger because of the water walking and tree walking. That helps, but it doesn't really, you know, just stand out. So they probably got like, basically probably like 2 points stronger, basically, if you're like rating them each. So now you see, now it's Zabuza. Zabuza came back. He's trying to attack. It's Naruto's turn to guard Tazuna. So he tried to attack Tazuna, and then Naruto's guarding him. Then he shoots up the flare gun to signal the others. His father gets there like freaking like Minato speed. Well, not actually Minato speed, but he get there as fast as possible. So now it's him and Naruto going up against Zabuza. And then Haku's like, oh no, it's not gonna play out like that again. But what Haku doesn't know is that Sasuke is on the side just waiting for Haku to strike. As soon as Haku tries to go in, Sasuke hits him with a huge fireball. He says, fireball jutsu. And just hit him with a mean fireball. And then Haku's damaged. Already his arm's damaged. So he uses the crystal ice mirrors. And then he traps Minma and Sasuke in it. And then Naruto like, Dad, I need to help you, but I need to help my friends. And then Naruto do Shadow Clone Jutsu. He has like 20 Shadow Clones. Because he's still going to have a lot more chakra because of Anko. Anko has a lot of chakra. Well, that's what I think. Because she does a lot of big jutsus. Like, when she's summoning and stuff, she has like a whole bunch of snake summoning and all that. And I know they take a lot of stamina and chakra. So we're just going to say he has about half of the chakra that the regular, well, about 60% of the chakra that the regular Naruto had. Like, yeah. So then, he gonna shoot all the bullets at the outside of the ice mirrors, which does that much effect. But then he figures out that what if I shot my fire bullet, then my wind bullet, and then he actually cracks one of the mirrors from the outside. But on the inside, Haku is firing Sasuke up with needles because he jumped in front of him. He's like, you and Naruto are my friend. I will never let anything happen to you. So, you know, just like Naruto, the Nine Tails the anger just takes over him. And then he ends up beating up Tazuna. And then when he rips off his mask, what I didn't mention was that Minima tried to train with him. He was sleeping on the top of the tree. And he saw the person who was talking to Naruto. So he knows the person just like Naruto does. Then when he ripped out the mask, he says, why? Why, Haku? Now, Kakashi's about to Chidori 1000 birds. Zabuza. So when he tries to do it, Haku's about to jump in the way. Naruto says, no, Dad. And his dad stops. And then he says, no, they're my friend. And then Haku says, I have to protect my master. And then that ugly nigga, I forgot what his name is, bro. The short dude, I forgot what his name was. But him and his crew come out there, then he's like, I'm not going to pay you. I'm not going to pay you. And then Zabuza and Haku go down and straight up demolish them. And then they're like, can we join the Leaf? Because Naruto and Kakashi are like, I know y'all are tired of running and hiding from bounty hunters. And then they're like, yeah, we really are. So they end up walking back with them to join the Leaf. You know, Zabuza, when they test their skills, Zabuza is automatically a Jonin. And Haku is a Chunin now. Like, when they based off their skill, Haku is a Chunin. So they have a two-man team with Haku and Zabuza. That's their little team there. So they go on missions together and stuff. But when they get back, bro, you already know Kakashi, like, I don't care what y'all say, I'm putting y'all in the Chunin exam. And then he's like, Dad, I'm already Chunin level. He was like, you going with your team. So basically, he's like, you gonna have to help your team. And then he's like, go ahead. And then on the written exam, Naruto is very smart. And then Sasuke does like the thing with his Sharingan to sneak peeks. And then Minima, he's not dumb. So I say he can get like 7 out of 10 of the questions right. So he can just barely pass. And plus Naruto, he probably sit next to Naruto, and Naruto gave him some of the answers, but did they give him some of the others? So he could pass, but not just be looking like, oh yeah, you feel me? And then I'm pretty much gonna keep going this video until it's the end of the tournament arc, basically. The Chunin tournament arc. Okay, so now they're and then his mom jumped through the window, Uncle with the cape on. He says, Mom, you're the instructor? And then she's like, yeah. And then he's like, okay, I'm gonna crush it. She's like, don't be so cocky. And then at the start of the exam, Kakashi's like, I hope you do good, son, and Sasuke. And he said, I'm gonna tell Mima too. And he went and told Mima. All of them met at the gate. But you already know Naruto too smart for this. So one of the teams had, so let's say they have the Earth Scroll, just like in the canon, I think. So it's the team next to them has a Heaven Scroll. So he pulls a Heaven Scroll out and put a rock in the same size as it. So so he can God dang it. So they can go straight to the place. So on their way there, they're almost straight at the tower. They're like 75% of the way there, basically. They just got to get past a couple more trees, and then they're there. But Orochimaru's snake, bro, pedophile self, just had to come on. So now Naruto's like, leave us alone. My dad told me about a snake signing. Orochimaru? And he's like, how did you know, kid? And then he said, my father told me about his mentor and how you wanted to be Hokage and this stuff and that. You feel me? And then he tries to bite Sasuke, but you know Naruto's not playing with him. So he gill palms him dead in the face. And then Sasuke says fireball jutsu and then Naruto wind bullet. And then he just burning Orochimaru. This nigga crying, but he do that weird jump when he come out his mouth like a snake shedding skin. It's so weird, bro. But he does that and escapes it. Then he bites Sasuke. But you already know, my boy Kakashi don't taught Naruto some seals. Because he's like on the level of between Kakashi and Jiraiya. Because I'm gonna say Kakashi and Jiraiya are his idols. So he want to become a great sealer. So he used like the 3-element seal, like Jiraiya did. And he seals the curse mark. But Sasuke's already out. And Mima's out too. So instead of Sakura trying to protect him, it's Naruto. Then when the sound Chunin go up, he just gale palms the one with he gale palms both of the ones with the gauntlets. And then the girl he says, I'm taking you back for questioning. He wraps her up with ninja wire. And then everybody go back to and then they pass. They're like 2 minutes before Gaara's team. And then Gaara's like, they passed me? They must be strong. I'm ready for blood. On that weird junk, bro. On that demonic, bloody junk. So then he's like, I want their blood. I want it all. And then I'm like, wow, Gara, wow. You feel me? And then like, after that, I didn't want my video to be over 20 minutes, but I'm gonna have to do it. So, and then like, they give the girl to Uncle, and then Uncle was like, and then you already know Uncle was like, oh, so you were trying to attack my son. And then she was like, no ma'am, no ma'am. She was like, yeah ma'am. And then she was like, 1 second, I have to get my mom my stuff real quick or something. Oh, I just gave my mom my stuff, but as I said, she was like, so you attacked my son's teammates, but think you're gonna get away with it? And she was like, no. And you already know Uncle is about to torture this lady. Like, she's gonna hate the leaf. And then Uncle straight up torture her until the thing's over. All the regular teams come, but instead, Kiba's team is in Naruto's team spot. The last to come in, right before the exam ends. So Naruto is just like, yeah, we did it, bro. Now it's time for us to hit. So Jiraiya comes, and Naruto and Mima go and train with Jiraiya for 1 day. And Sasuke trains with Kakashi so they can learn like better chakra control. So he basically made Mima and Naruto meditate the whole day, and Kakashi made Sasuke like wear weights for that whole day, but they're like very big weights. Like, they're strong, they're bigger than Rock Lee weights. So Sasuke can get his strength boost up, so he can get a strength boost way quicker. And he takes him off right before the tournament starts. And this time he can actually use some jutsu. He can't like use like heavy jutsu, but he uses like fireball jutsu, like C and B rank C rank jutsu. I think a fireball is a C rank jutsu, but if I'm not, tell me in the comments. But if you hear anything shaking, that's my bed. But okay. So the tournament about to start. I'm gonna tell you about the rest of it in the next video. So pretty much everybody got their chakra control better, but well, Mima and Naruto got their chakra control up, and Sasuke was the one who got his speed up, basically. So I'll see you in the next video. Peace.